Welcome to the Never Yield podcast. Today is Tuesday, July 28th, and we have reaction from Ron Silverfield's first SEC Media Days. The Hogs head to the Bahamas this week, which I am insanely excited for. And we won't lead with this because we're an Arkansas podcast, but it is big news. LeBron has picked his final destination. So we will definitely get into that and what we think about that. A lot to discuss on today's pod as football is right around the corner. So basketball
40 days away.
40 days. Basketball's playing this week. So a lot of exciting things. Andrew, how was your week, my man?
Good. Yeah, not too eventful until tonight. I just got done telling you, but I'll tell the pod that I've gone 38 years and 51 weeks of my life without ever having a snake in my home knowingly. And that ended tonight at the dinner table. Had some friends over. My son brought in a toy from outside, and apparently there was a snake in said toy and got out under the kitchen table, to which about 9 kids and 3 moms were going nuts. So
you just can't make it up in a million tries.
No, dude. Last thing I expected to be crawling under my table tonight was a live snake. So non-poisonous, to what I could tell. We got it. But threw it back over the fence after I killed it. Obviously, I mean,
wishing you had a camera. Wishing you had a camera in your kitchen or whatever, so you could go back and laugh at.
Oh my gosh!
Reactions.
Yeah, just to see everybody else. Yeah, no,
yeah.
It was wild Monday night. So
yeah, good start to the week.
Yes, absolutely. It's all downhill from here.
Right, right. Yeah, I had a pretty chill week. I think. I don't know. It's been 7 days since we last talked, so that's a lot of days have passed since then. Went to the Rogers Water Park today, so up in your neck of the woods. So
went there for the first time. Hadley School had they called it like a last splash thing there Friday night. I guess they rented it out for the school, and
it's not bad. It's not bad.
The first time I'd ever been there, I was like, I had no idea this was back here. It was like a whitewater junior.
Yeah, I mean, it had not bad.
Massive slides.
It's got some big slides. It's so I'm not gonna get on their case because it's Rogers and it's not a huge, but like my middle son is 6. He's like 46 inches.
Mm-hmm.
Well, to ride the bigger ones, you gotta be 48.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like nothing else to do except for like the kitty stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like he's kind of in a tough spot. He didn't want to do the little stuff where all the kids with floaties are at, but like he can't ride the big slides. So there's only a couple things we can do with him. So I wish they'd add something kind of like mid-range,
Mm-hmm.
But no, man, it's fun, man. They got the toilet bowl and they got some good slides.
I was thoroughly impressed. I literally thought the Waters Aquatic Park was like a community pool with like a couple slides.
Yeah.
But it had like the whole kiddie pool area. It had the lazy river. Yeah. I was thoroughly impressed. I was like, we'll be back here. So
I put my cool dad aura on full. I mean, I almost lost it because I was jumping off the diving board with my kids, and I said, I think I'm gonna try to do a dive. I said, I used to be pretty good off these diving boards. I could do all the flips, and I said, so I'm gonna do a dive. And Parker, my oldest one, said, Dad, if you screw this up with all these people watching you, you lose all your aura. And I said, all right. And he said I nailed it. So
okay.
Hey, 10 out of 10. I get to keep my aura. I get to keep the cool dad. So
aura's been a big word thrown around here last week. So I've never heard the word aura mentioned more times than I have this week. So
well, at least somebody in this neck of the woods has aura. May not be Ron Silverfield, but it's me. So but yeah, so no, we had a good time. It was a blast. Got a little sunburn, and I mean the bottom line is school starts August 12th and it snuck up on us. And we've done a lot of fun stuff this summer. But like maybe not quite as much as we had planned. So we're
Hmm.
like, all right, we got to get all this fun stuff in. So,
Dude, it
um,
always, yeah, it always sneaks up on you like, oh my gosh, how do we have no time left?
yeah, we got like
So
two
yeah,
weeks, 2 weeks from Wednesday. So,
yeah.
and school starts for my kiddos. So,
Hmm.
anyways, but yeah, had a good week. Late last week, I was locked into SEC media days. I tried to watch as much as I could, especially obviously when what do we call him? We used to call Pittman Sam. I used to call him Sam. Like I was on
Hmm.
first name basis with him. Um, Bobby. I called Bobby Bobby. I think. I don't.
Hmm.
I don't know. I just feel weird calling Ryan Silverfield Ryan. I think I'm going
Yeah,
with. I think I'm going with Silverfield, but that's a
I think
lot.
I
That's
called.
too
I think
many
I called.
syllables.
Yeah, I called. I think I called Pittman Pitt.
Yeah, I called him that some too.
Um,
Um,
I don't
I
know
don't know. Yeah, it's
what's.
tough. We got to figure that out. But anyways, the head coach of the Arkansas Razorbacks, Coach Ryan Silverfield,
Hmm.
he had his big debut on Thursday, as we had previewed last week, sandwiched in between Lane Kiffin and Mississippi State. I think was right after him, Jeff Lebby, right, and then Sark. Sark went
Okay.
last. So I don't know how much of that you got to watch. I watched them at the main stage. I watched them in the side rooms, later. It's hard to find that on live. So, but I watched his side room stuff he did later. And I mean, he didn't kill it, but I think he exceeded my expectations. Like from what
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
from what I've seen from him in the past and kind of how he's talked to the media. I
Hmm.
think he's been taking a lot of heat. I think he's actively trying to be better in front of the media. I think
Hmm.
he knows that he's obviously the aura thing is went viral. And but before we get into like what we liked about what he said or didn't say, I mean, how I'll probably give him a solid B. I think he did pretty good.
Hmm.
Like I said, compared to where I thought he would be, I thought there was a 50-50 chance that he was going to blow it and everybody be laughing at him, including Saban and Darinoka and all them dudes on the stage. But
Hmm.
I think he did fine. I don't think he embarrassed us. I think he said some good things. I give him a solid B for his losing his SEC media day virginity.
Yeah. Um, I can get down with a B. Yeah. I mean, I can't remember if we said it last week, but I was basically just like, don't embarrass us and don't do anything to like give anybody any extra like bulletin board material against us. So I don't think he embarrassed us. And the other thing I said was like, just give me like some confidence going into,
Yeah,
not that we're going to win 8 games this year, but just some confidence that you feel good about yourself after 8 months into this job and being like, I can get this thing turned around. And I think overall I mean, it wasn't like I wasn't blown away or anything, but I don't think he embarrassed us, and I think he stood his ground on we're here to build this thing the right way, and everybody's all in and all that stuff. So he had the one good answer, where they were like, you're picked last in this or close to the bottom, um, in this league or whatever. So how do you manage expectation or whatever, blah blah. And and he was like, "What was my record against coaches in this league?" And the guy
yeah.
was like 5-1. He's like, "All right, thank
Yeah.
you." So
Yeah, that
yeah,
that was his best hit for sure.
yeah.
Which I guess I mean I knew he had a good record against Golish and Summerall. I guess those are the only two. I guess did he coach against Heupel maybe when he was at UCF maybe? Um, I don't know, but I knew he had a
Well, I
good
thought he was
record.
talking about SEC
Well,
coaches,
yeah,
or is that
like
combined?
I'm assuming because Golish, Summerall, and Heupel are in the SEC, right? That's who it'd be, right?
Okay. And I guess Arkansas. Did they play? Well, I thought they played some other. They beat somebody else in the SEC too when he was at Memphis.
Yeah, but I don't know if
N-
he's. I don't know if that was before Lebby got there. That was whoever.
Okay.
That was Zach. That
Okay.
was that was the Arnett guy, I think.
Okay. Well, then I
Um,
misunderstood exactly what he was talking about, but that's good. No, yeah.
no, no, yeah, but no, I thought that was his definitely his best hit. With
Hmm.
making him say that again, that reporter, and playing into that, and kind of I got all the haters picking me last, and beat the crap out of all these guys, and that was good. Uh, they kept talking about picking him last, and he he respectfully threw shade at last year's coaching staff numerous
Mm-hmm.
times, and that was kind
Mm-hmm.
of maybe in the side sessions, but
Mm-hmm.
he kept saying, the amount of times that they turned the ball over and that, the lack of effort on defense. He just kept going back to he's like, those days are gone. This is a whole new deal. You
Mm-hmm.
can't hold anything against what happened last year. We're way more disciplined because teams that are not disciplined are teams that turn the ball over and don't play hard. And he
Mm-hmm.
just kept kind of saying stuff like that. And so I mean, I just like bluntness, and I like guys who
Mm-hmm.
come out and just say it, whether it's politically correct or not. And
Mm-hmm.
he had several times through the 2 days he was there where he kind of said things about, yeah, last year's team, they weren't disciplined, and blah blah blah, and that's not us, and he just kept saying, I don't care what they did last year. That's a completely different team. But we brought in
Mm-hmm.
80 new players, all new coaches. Like, you can pick us last, but we have hardly anything left over from that team.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I thought he answered those questions pretty good. Instead of just saying, "Well, we've been working really hard all off season," and buying into the all in mentality, he was kind of doing that on top of, hey, what was here last year was a joke. We know what not to be because we've seen what didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciated that personally.
Yeah.
And I doubt Pittman watched it, but
Yeah.
I mean, I think naturally you kind of wanted to see what the next guy's saying.
Yeah.
So I just wonder kind of what if he hears any of this, or if he's just kind of truly got his feet propped up on the lake and doesn't even pay any attention. I don't know,
Yeah.
but
I could see it going either way. Yeah.
um, but yeah, I like that. He really played into the aura stuff. They straight up asked him a question about the aura, and he said, I didn't even know what the hell that word was until
Mm-hmm.
like a week ago. And he said, I don't know. I got a really hot wife. I got two kids. I'm the head coach of an SEC school. That sounds like a lot of aura to me.
Yeah.
Like, he kind of played into that. I thought that was a great answer.
Yeah.
Feinbaum was smoking him about the
Yeah.
saying, who says that? I got a hot wife. Like, dude, you just got to kind of play into, don't just ignore it. Like,
Yeah.
don't be like, oh yeah, they can say what they want, like,
Yeah.
no, like, play into it a little bit. I thought that was a great line he
Yeah.
had.
Yeah.
And then obviously the one I've seen as much as any of them was, I don't know the context of this. I didn't see a video of this. I've just seen all the quotes, but the quote was, if I can get Walmart on board, it's game over.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that brings
Uh,
up a whole nother conversation. Like,
yeah.
we've all heard that Walmart's not like doing their part or as much as everybody
Mm-hmm.
thinks they should be doing, but you know, just throwing that out there, kind of like almost calling them out publicly. I mean,
Yeah.
I kind of like that. I'm assuming the execs and the CEOs of the Walton family, they're not going to be budged by that, but I kind of like it. Just kind of saying, hey, they're not doing what they should be doing, and if I can get them on board, then it'll get us over the top. Kind of put them on the
Mm-hmm.
spot. So,
Yeah.
I thought he had some good hits.
Yeah. Yeah. The Walmart thing I've always heard is Hunter was the one that messed up that relationship somehow, which,
Mm,
true or
shocker,
not,
shocker.
it would be very easy to see how that could happen. But no, yeah, I thought we had a decent showing at media day. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, I'll give you better than I expected it to be, but also not blown away or anything. I still wish he'd have brought different people. Um,
Yeah,
Somebody had said, and maybe we said it on the pod last week, but somebody was talking about how every single person he brought had some tie to him, Ryan
yeah,
Silverfield.
yeah,
That
yeah,
Quincy Rhodes was his first offer was from Memphis. Uh, his name Kittler,
yeah.
the center.
He went on a
His
visit to
first,
Memphis.
his first visit was to Memphis, and
Yeah,
then obviously Sutton Smith played at Memphis. So it was like everybody that he brought had ties to him, and I don't know. I still wish he'd have brought. I don't think there's a better guy on the team than KJ Jackson. Even if he's still got a battle going on, he's still the only quarterback he had on the roster last year, at least in
Yeah.
contention for the
I,
job. And then
I
and
think
then
if he's
obviously
not,
the
if I think it's a bigger deal. I mean, I wish he'd have taken KJ too, because everything I've heard, even Brandon Marcello said it the other day. He's one of the most in the know guys in the whole college football industry. He
hmm
was doing an interview and he said, the quarterback deal, it's it's for he said from what I'm hearing, it's who everybody thinks it's going to be,
hmm
and I think that's KJ. That's KJ
yeah,
obviously. So
yeah,
I don't know why they're wanting to draw that out as long as they are, but I think it's a bigger deal if KJ's not there next year. I think something has went really
yeah,
wrong, really
hmm
bad if KJ Jackson is not representing us next year at SEC Media Days.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, no, for sure. And somebody I was listening to one of the radio shows last week, and somebody made a good point that if if you went ahead and called the quarterback job now, there's a decent chance that whoever lost the quarterback battle would be getting in their agents here and being like, could be possibly thinking about transferring or like, how do
yeah,
we fix this issue? So I see both sides of it. I've just always felt that a team is stronger knowing who their quarterback is going into fall camp, for the team as a whole, just to that we don't have any division on the roster about who's favoring who and blah blah blah. But
yeah.
it is what it is.
I think it's always a plus if at all possible. Um, and I think maybe even like if this was like year 2 or 3 under Silverfield, that it would already be decided. I think
Yeah,
with it being his first year, I don't know. I just feel like something about him's wanting to like drag this out and for whatever reason, I don't know. But
yeah,
uh obviously no surprise. SEC media picks Arkansas 16th. I thought they may pick him 15th.
yep.
But we knew that the odds were that they were going to pick him 16th. Not only did they pick him 16th, they picked us dead last by a lot. I don't know how all the numbers and the votes go and like how all that works, but I know that Mississippi State um, was 15th, and they had like 500 or 500 points or 490 points, and then Arkansas was last with like 260. Like we barely were even halfway to what they had. Like it wasn't even close. Like we were
Mm-hmm.
last, and we were last by a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Um, no, like I said, no surprise. But one thing I didn't like that he kept saying was like he doesn't look at that or he's not using that as motivation. And I don't know how you don't like.
Well,
How do you
I
not? How do you not use that? Whether it's for yourself or if you show it to the team. I mean, he kept saying, "Oh no, we don't even look at that," or like, dude, yeah, you do. You can think it's
oh yeah,
wrong. You can think it's wrong all you want, and you can think it's, but dude, I'm telling every one of my players, hey, anything I can get my players to get ramped up, whether they
yeah,
need it or not, whether they need the extra motivation or not, I'm going to make sure they know it.
yeah.
So,
And I'm sure I would, if I was a betting man, I would bet that they are using it. He just a lot of what he was saying, and he would like cover up and be like, "This isn't coach speak," and then he would say
yeah,
something 100% coach speak, and I'm
yeah,
like, "Okay."
yeah,
Um, but so I mean, it's gonna be. They're aware. Players are
yeah,
aware. They're gonna use
yeah.
it. I think there'll be.
Do
I'd be
you think?
surprised.
Do you think that we have a better chance of finishing 16th or 13th in the league?
Um, I don't know. It's not a big. It's not a big difference. I feel like it'll be.
13 is Vandy, 14 is Kentucky, 15 is Mississippi State. Like if I made you put $100 even money that we're gonna finish either 16th or 13th. I'm not gonna say 15th because I think that's an easy one. Like you think we finish dead last or you think we finish 13th? You think we can finish ahead of 3 teams?
Um, well, according to all the media day people, they were saying that Mississippi State's quarterback has the highest ceiling of any quarterback in the league.
Blah blah blah
So,
blah blah.
um, so I mean, if he's that good, they're gonna watch out. I think Clark Lee's got a foundation or a culture built at Vanderbilt now, to where I don't think they're going to be just consistently 16. Uh, Kentucky's the wild card in that. So I don't know. I'd probably put my $100 on 16.
On their last, yeah,
better than 13.
yeah,
It's I I think it'll be between us and Kentucky probably at the bottom.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I hope
That
not. I hope we come out. And I know a lot of people have said it, but it's going to be the Utah game is the indicator of how this season's go, because you got a good chance to start 3-1 versus 2-2. I mean, I hope you beat Tulsa, uh, but yeah, if you could somehow beat Utah, I don't think there's a way you're beating Georgia at all. But if you could start out 3-1, that helps out your season a lot more than going 2-2 and with not one favored matchup the rest of the way, probably. So
Yeah, you really need to, and we'll get into all of our predictions and stuff later on.
yeah,
But you need to really try to win that Utah game because you got at A&M, you got Georgia, then you got Tulsa, then you got at A&M. I don't think we're winning that game, and so I mean you get it could get really ugly really quick if you lose to Utah, then you lose to A&M. Right off the bat, you're looking at 2-3 or 2-4. Then you go Tennessee at home at Vandy, and it's just the schedule's brutal. I mean, we all
yeah,
know that it's the toughest
yeah,
schedule in the country. It's again.
yeah.
Uh, did you see Saban's little cheap shot at your check? They were talking about the schedule.
Oh, he said, yeah, I'd be finding myself a new AD,
Yeah,
something like that,
he
something
said
along those lines.
he said I'd be making sure that AD gets fired. I think it's
Yeah.
exactly what he said.
Yes.
Which he's thrown several blows at your check over the years. So
Yeah.
since he went into media,
Feinbaum threw some blows at your check on the. I think I was listening to halftime on the radio this week with Matt Jones and Alyssa Orange, and they interviewed Feinbaum, and he took some shots at your check.
yeah.
Um, so
I mean, you just got to understand that it's really simple. Yes, you have to play a power four, not one power four non-conference team. Everybody knows in the SEC. That's the SEC
mm,
rule. Like Ole Miss has it figured out. They went and played Wake Forest, or Washington State. Missouri plays Boston College. Um, what do we do? Oh, come on, Notre Dame, and we'll go to Utah and play a night game. I mean, it just makes no sense. Like, it'd be really easy to get like, hey, let's go play Syracuse, or let's get one with Northwestern, or
mhm.
whatever, but it's just baffling to me.
Oregon State, like,
Yeah, I mean, not freaking Utah, and this will probably be one of the worst teams Utah's had in several years, but it's still going to Utah. It's a bad idea. BYU,
and
we
they'll
we,
probably be ranked. Yeah,
we did
I mean,
BYU. I mean,
and
so
I'll say this though, I'm like, if we were still like, if we're as bad as we're projected to be, like if we're 4.5 wins is our over under, I mean, I'd rather play a good team than to just. I mean, if we're only winning 4 games anyway, I'd
uh,
rather I'd rather have a game where at least it'd be fun to go to, or like it'll be fun to see something different
yeah,
than.
Ron Silverfield wouldn't.
Well, yeah, but
No, I mean,
I
like, going to I was at the BYU game at night a couple years ago. That was a blast. We got our brains beat in, but like that was a fun game to be at.
it was a close game.
I don't feel like it was. It was. It
We were
wasn't.
up.
It
We
was
were up
not a. We
nothing.
lost. We lost by double digits.
I'm gonna look up that score. We were up 21-0. We were up
Uh,
21-0 and lost that game. I'm gonna look at the final.
I
I
know.
think it was
I know we were up by a bunch. I don't know if it was 21, but we were up.
2 was there.
Okay, we lost 38-31.
Yeah, it was 21. It was 21 nothing.
God, I didn't feel like it was that close though. But uh, yeah, we got outscored 17-7 in the second half. Maybe that's
Yeah.
what I remember is like they just felt like they were
Well,
beating our
yeah.
brains in the second half.
Well, nobody's accused of a Sam Pittman team making halftime adjustments. So
Yeah. Um, and that BYU team, they weren't that good that year. I don't feel like.
no, they were not.
Didn't they have a terrible year?
They were not
Uh,
good.
yeah, they went. Jeez, 3, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 5-7. So,
Mm-hmm.
anyways, yeah, that was embarrassing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get the big names. Like when Notre Dame came here last year, if we had not got beat by Memphis the week before, like that would have been a super awesome, exciting game.
Oh yeah.
And it still was cool to have Notre Dame at
Mm-hmm.
Donald W. But no, man, like I'm trying to win games and be relevant. Like give me all the Rutgers, even though they came in here and beat us too, I think.
We lost both. We lost the home and the away game
Yeah.
to Rutgers.
I take Rutgers back. Give me Maryland or Northwestern or Purdue or something, you know. So
We'd lose. I think we'd lose. Yeah.
but anyways, yeah, it's got me. I'm ready for football. I didn't think I'd be ready for football in the least bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really didn't. I was like, dude, I'm so apathetic, and I don't even care. I don't hate them. I don't love them. I don't even care. Like whatever. Let's get the hoops. But man, now I mean, I was getting there before SEC media days, but just watch a kid, you know, all them dudes up there. I really kind of like Pete Golding from Ole Miss. I like that guy a lot. I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
he can win after this year because he still has Trinidad and Keywan Lacey and all them this year, but I like him a lot. But watching all them coaches speak, I was like, dude, let's go play some football. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
So,
It really made me. I didn't see everybody's. I saw probably half of them, but I really like Golish.
yeah. No,
I
Golish
really
did good.
wanted. I
Golish
really
did
wanted
good.
him.
Golish did good, and Golding did great, dude. And everybody was talking. I mean, they say he by far won the whole thing, but
Mhm.
you know, he was just like, because he's got a little gangster in him too, and he's sitting up there cussing like a sailor at the podium. It's just how he is, and they were asking him about the tampering and stuff, and you know, with the Clemson player, and he said, "Listen," he said, "I know what compliance told me to say to this." He's like, "But here's how it is." He's
Mhm.
like, if you're looking for a new job, do you wait till you leave before you start talking to somebody else? He asked the media guy that. The media guy's like,
Yeah.
no. He's like, okay. I mean, he's like, it is what it is, you
Yeah.
know, just coming out and saying that they're doing it, you know,
Yeah.
but I kind of appreciated it. So,
Yeah. I heard him say something like, he's like, let's not act like recruiting for the last 100 years has just been,
yeah.
you know, problem free or whatever, or, you know,
Yeah.
the gold
Yeah.
standard of living or whatever. So,
Yeah. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm ready for football. I'll actually be in Vegas the opening weekend.
okay.
Not the weekend Arkansas plays, but the weekend before that. There's like 15 games or something.
Okay.
So I've never been to Vegas when like it's football season. So I'm excited to like go to like a Circus Sports Book or Caesar Sports Book and watch a college football game, you
Oh,
know,
Caesar
and
Sportsbook would be fun.
yeah, dude, Caesars is awesome. Like, it's not as good as Circus, but it's really good. But just watch a college football game in Vegas. That'll be a lot of fun. I'm excited to
Mm-hmm.
do that. So, um, but yeah, football's on the way. August, our next pod will be in August. We're gonna start doing some position previews for you guys the best that we can. I think me and Andrew have both admitted, like, let's just be real. They brought in 80 new players, so it's not like we are super familiar with the roster,
Yeah.
but we're going to do the homework so you don't have to. So
Yeah.
you just tune into the Never Yield Pod. Tell your friends and your parents to turn into the Never Yield Pod to get your position preview. Um,
Yeah.
All right, Hoop Hogs head to the Bahamas. They let the media into practice today, and there's a bunch of videos all over YouTube. They got like 20, 30 minutes of practice access, and everybody's raving about them. Everybody's excited. Everybody's hyped as all get out about this
Yeah.
team. And it's hard to believe, like, just me think about losing Darius Cup and Malik Thomas and even Trevor Brazil. Like, it's just hard to even imagine that it's just that easy to replace those guys. But apparently, 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 this team is looking pretty salty.
Yeah.
Um, but anyways, I'll go over the schedule here, and then we'll kind of talk about it. So I think it's every 4 years, each team gets to do some kind of international trip. Remember, Musk did it with Anthony Black and Nick
Hmm.
Smith. They went over to
Yeah.
Spain and France or Italy or something and did it. I guess that's been 4 or 5 years ago now. But anyways, they're going to the Bahamas. Sounds a little more exciting to me than going to Spain to play.
Hmm.
But game one, July 31st. Okay, so that is Friday.
Friday.
They will match up with the Bahamas national team. I don't know if that's grown men, college age. I don't know. I don't have any idea what that is. Game two, I looked this one up. They're playing Carleton University. Do you know anything about Carleton University?
I don't. The only Carlton I've ever known is Fresh Prince.
That's
So
right. Carleton University is a Division III college in Ontario, Canada.
okay.
So Division III. So those of you that are from Arkansas, you've probably heard of Ouachita Baptist, Henderson State, Arkansas Tech, schools like that. That's Division II. So we're going a step lower than those guys. And we're not even talking American basketball here. We're talking Canadian basketball. So Carlton may come out and run us off the floor, but I'm just saying. I'm
we'd
going
have
to,
some. I think we'd have some pretty big fish to fry if we
yeah, we'd have some
if
issues.
they run us off the court.
But yeah, we got Carlton on Saturday. Get Sunday off. Get to go swim with the dolphins or the pigs or whatever they do in the Bahamas. Monday, we got Toros de Vel, 5 p.m. on Monday. I looked them up. That is a Colombian national team.
Okay.
And then on Tuesday, they wrap it up with the University of Calgary. So I didn't look up what division the University of Calgary is, but I'm assuming obviously a college in Calgary.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's gonna be on Flow Sports, our favorite station, Flow Sports.
Okay.
I'm gonna be in Tulsa this weekend for a wedding. I don't know if I'm gonna subscribe to Flow but I may do it anyway. Actually, because I literally cannot wait to see these guys.
Yeah.
And it is July. Let's remember that.
Hmm.
We got two guys that just got on campus last week. The two reclass guys. We have two guys on our team that have played SEC basketball at an SEC level. Billy Richmond and Jeremiah Wilkerson. I think there's only two, and so there's a lot to figure out and learn, and there's no need to panic. If it's not looking really smooth. But I'm very excited to watch these
Hmm.
guys, and if I don't get to watch them, which I probably will, I'll probably go ahead and buy the Flow Sports subscription, even though I'll be at a wedding. If I don't get to watch them, I'll definitely be all over the Twitter clips, the highlights and all that stuff. What are your initial thoughts as this young group of 8 freshmen and a couple vets head to the Bahamas this weekend?
Yeah.
Besides you want to go.
Right. Yeah. Um. No. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what I'm expecting. I don't know what I expect for that. For their, I mean, I would assume you should win all these games, but really, I mean, these trips they're just to get some work in, some legal work in over the summer, and get your team to gel together, and especially for a team like this that has a very high turnover. Um, just to try to gel to see which groups of guys play well on the court together at the same time, and kind of getting rotations, initial rotation thoughts in, that kind of stuff. So yeah, just hope that Cal sees some of that and can kind of get an idea of which guys gel together on the court at the same time, and which guys flow really well together. So yeah, just hope that we get that out of it. It's a lot of fresh, literally freshmen out there. So,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah,
so
dude. I just picture it being like a dunk city. Like I could just envision this in my head of just getting on Twitter, and all I see is like 20 dunks in every game. Like us
yeah,
just postering people.
yeah,
Um, I mean, I would, like I said, we don't know anything about any of these opponents. The Colombian national team, who knows? They may be a bunch of grown men that may make the Olympics or something. I don't know, but
yeah,
I would be surprised if we didn't go 4-0. I mean, not that it matters whether we go 4-0 or
yeah.
not. I would be surprised, but man, I'm really excited to see Jordan Smith Jr. in action. He's a number one guard in the country.
Hmm.
A esque. I don't think anybody. I would be surprised if we ever see another Darius Acuff. But in terms of the hype and the upside, he's already a projected lottery pick and all that stuff. I'm really excited to see Jordan Smith Jr. Mika, everybody's been hiking up Mika Murnin. I mean, shooting the three. Every time they post a Twitter video, he's dunking on somebody. So
Hmm.
I'm really excited. Those are the two dudes I'm really excited to see is Mika and Jordan Smith. So,
Hmm.
but I mean, all of them. I mean, JJ Andrews, Abdul Torre. I mean, I'm just ready to see how all these bigs, if we've gotten any better with our bigs, if they're any more physical.
Yeah.
Um, I think right off the bat, we'll be able to tell if just how capable they are,
Hmm.
defensively especially. So, um, yeah, I'm ecstatic. I can't wait to watch it. I'm Even though I'll be busy a lot of the weekend, I'm sure I'll go ahead and get Flow Sports so I can watch when I can.
Yeah.
Uh, Cal did a little, what do they call it, a skirmish, media skirmish or whatever they call it. I don't know
Yeah.
but after the media availability today, he said we have one more big neutral site game that he cannot announce yet.
Okay.
They'll be on the schedule. So obviously,
Neutral site. Okay.
another neutral site. So we got Michigan
Uh,
State at Detroit. We got Arizona and Phoenix. We go to North Carolina. We got Indiana at the Garden. So we'll have one more big neutral site game. Um, and then he straight up came out and said, he's like, we have called 300 schools, coaches, ADs, and presidents trying to get somebody to come to the Bud. And he's like, we can't get any big names to come to the Bud. He's like,
really?
no, nobody will come. He said, um, I feel like they just know they're going to get their. They don't want to come to Bud Walton and get beat because I
Yeah.
don't. We don't lose non-conference games at Bud Walton very often,
Yeah.
especially big name ones. But
Yeah.
so if we're looking for a big name team to come to the Bud this year, it does not look like it's going to happen. We'll have to wait till next year when we get Arizona, Michigan State, and probably Duke. Um, but the non-conference slate at home may be a little underwhelming this year. Uh, but yeah, so Hoop Hogs, can't wait to watch it. Very, very, very excited. Cal effect, man. It's a Cal
Yeah.
effect.
Yep.
Andrew, we've been griping for a long time on this show. about the game day experience at Razorbacks Stadium.
Dude, finally.
Can
They
you
heard us.
can
They
you
heard us.
believe after all the griping we've done? You know, they always say it's better to be last than never. But I guess us and Missouri are the only two in the SEC who didn't have the LED lights.
Mm-hmm.
But we will finally, after watching all these awesome night game touchdown shows and going into the fourth quarter, lights turning off, hype videos at all these other stadiums, Arkansas has finally installed new LED lights. We're 10 years late, but better
Yep.
late than never. Now we just got to have some cool night games.
Yeah, I was about to say that by the time we got around to it, you're going to be able to see them at all our 11 a.m. kickoffs.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. You can see them at Tulsa. They've announced Tulsa as a night game, so we'll get to see it against Tulsa.
okay. Fantastic.
But yeah, I
Fantastic.
mean, dude, I was way more excited for that than I should be.
Oh, yeah. That was bigger news than the head coach that we announced. So,
For sure. For sure.
that was, it's about time. But yeah, glad they're coming around.
Now, they'll still find a way to screw it up. It'll be really cheesy somehow.
Yeah.
When everybody else is really cool. But yeah, I'm excited to get the new lights, get the light show. There's nothing better than like CBS coming back. Well, it's not CBS anymore. ABC coming back from a commercial, you know, at the end of the third quarter to start the fourth quarter, and the lights are off and they're doing the cool light show and all that. And so yeah, I'm excited we finally have gotten with the program.
Yes.
I'm not going to give Hunter Yurchek his flowers on this because we are way late and way behind.
Yeah.
But better late than never. So
yeah.
And then last talking point, your boy, your GOAT, LeBron James, your GOAT, has announced his final destination. We both predicted Cleveland, go home, where it all started.
It's the only one that made sense.
Round out, you know, this nice career he's had, where it all started. Third time back home. And he said, "No, screw y'all, Cleveland. I'm going to Philly. I'm going to be a Sixer. I'm going to ring chase again. I'm going to ring chase again." Because they got Joel Embiid, and they just traded for Jaylen Brown, and they got Maxey. LeBron is ring chasing. He just can't get away from it, can he? He just can't get away from it. Here's the deal. And I don't have any science to back this up, but I just don't feel like you can be a serious contender for the greatest of all time when you've played at 4 different franchises. When you're just hopping around, bouncing around. In my opinion, that's just a black. That's just a red X through that.
Yeah.
I think if anything, the fact that he's just openly admitted he's ring chasing is going to look really bad if he doesn't win one. I think it'll tarnish his legacy.
Yeah.
If he doesn't win one. But what are your thoughts on your boy LeBron?
First of all, for the people that don't know about me, LeBron, I'll give LeBron top 10. Top 10 of all time. It's Michael and then a pretty good gap to whoever's number 2, not named LeBron. No, I don't know if I've expressed my full feelings about LeBron James on this podcast, but yeah, he's top 10 for sure. If there was 3 Mount Rushmores, he'd be on the third one. But you know, no, I don't know. He is one of the great talents the NBA has seen. But just whatever he's got going on between the ears is what has hurt his legacy that he cares so much about. Um, and you know he gets mad at people that say that his legacy's a little bit tarnished or has an asterisk or whatever. But like he just keeps doing this stuff to himself. I was like, the only when you said you were leaving LA, like it would have been fine for his career to just end it in LA and just stay there and ride off into the sunset with your son, by the way, who you
Yeah,
made that organization draft un un
undeservingly.
that's the word I was looking for. Excuse me. Um yeah, undeservingly you made the organization draft him and then you just leave him there. Um yeah, the only move once you said you were leaving LA, the only move that made sense was going to Cleveland
Yeah,
and take Bronny with you and the two of y'all finish up in Cleveland where it all started, where you're from, blah blah blah. And because I mean, for all the way I feel about LeBron, I had a ton of respect for him when he went back to Cleveland the first time, and then I lost all the respect in the world for him when he left Cleveland again to go
yeah.
to the L.A. And then this time, I was like, okay, he's just going to go back to Cleveland and end it in a in a place, blah blah blah. Then he goes Philadelphia.
The Sixers.
Yeah, so I just
They do have a
yeah,
really good roster. Like I think they're like the
sure,
fourth or fifth best odds to win the championship, and then
sure,
he's pushed them up to like third. They're favored to win the East now. They're not. They're still not favored to beat OKC or San Antonio.
yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy, man. He took a vet minimum contract, like so. He's literally just trying to get rings
Yeah.
to boost that resume and that legacy. Like
What does
taking
he
a
have? 3.5?
vet minimum, 4.5, I think. Three with the Heat, one with the Cavs, and then I don't even count the bubble as a half. He's got four, right? Am I missing one?
I thought he only won two in Miami. Did he win three?
It it may have only been two. That was a long time ago. So I
Yeah.
can tell
I
you
think
right
it was,
now, I'm not even giving the bubble half a one.
well, I
That's
don't. I don't. But anyway. Um, yeah.
yeah, LeBron's got four. So
Okay.
so
That's
yeah.
including the bubble one.
Um yes. Correct. You're right. Two with the Heat, not three. I guess I got
Okay.
beat by the Mavericks in one of them. I think that's right.
They got they got beat by Dirk
Dirk,
Nowitzki.
my boy Dirk, dude. I love Dirk. Oh, I love that Mavericks team. Um,
Uh that
but yeah,
was all they had on that team was Dirk.
yeah, but yeah, so he's got three.
Okay.
So
Yeah. So he's got a long way to go to I mean, I know he's going after six. He wants six, but
and he's
I don't know if it's
so
gonna happen.
excited to go to Philly that he's going to live in New York and helicopter to Philly every day. That's how much he wants to be in your franchise, Philly. How about that?
This is the same guy with all his
He's going to
political
helicopter in every
with all
day.
his political views to talk about like all the gas and all this other stuff. Like,
Global warming.
yeah, he's gonna helicopter from New York to
Yep.
Philly daily,
Daily.
is what you're
Yep.
telling
Yeah. Yeah. So,
me.
anyways, yeah.
Well,
LeBron never ceases to amaze us.
yeah,
But anyways, that is going to wrap us up on the Never Yield podcast. The next podcast will be in August. It's officially football season in August, so I can't wait to start getting into it, making predictions, looking at the breaking down the schedule. Um, yeah, dude, football season's here. I'm really, really
yeah.
excited. So, anyways, Andrew, final thoughts. Take us home, brother.
Don't have a ton of final thoughts, but yeah, we'll have a great week and stay classy, never yield, folks. I don't have anything to contribute tonight.
That's
So
right. Woo pig. Y'all have an awesome week. See y'all next Tuesday.
see y'all.